It's no secret that millions of people love to buy compact economy cars, whether it's for the great fuel efficiency, the low price, or both. And yet eventually many of those same people will transition into something a little bit larger. And a lot of them pick sport utility vehicles, maybe for the extra roominess, the ride height and visibility, or even the availability of all-wheel drive. Well, with so many people purchasing sport utility vehicles, where does that leave the mid-size family sedan? Well, as far as Honda's concerned, it leaves them sitting pretty with the brand new 2018 Honda Accord, redesigned front to back, top to bottom, inside and out. Let's take a look at it, shall we? Why the sunglasses, you say? Because it's bright out here. But what a beautiful spot to take a first look at the 10th generation Honda Accord. If you look back over time, it was introduced here in the United States in 1976. That's 41 years ago. And since then, 13 million have been sold. And that equates to roughly one Accord being sold every 2 minutes for the last 4 decades. So it's easy to see why it's the flagship of the Honda lineup. Now, this year, the exterior styling, you have this beautiful fastback design, kind of gives you an Audi A7 sort of feel to it, which is nice because they no longer offer the two-door coupe. And the V6 engine's gone as well. But what's great is they do offer the 1.5-liter, 4-cylinder, 16-valve, dual overhead cam, sequentially fuel-injected engine, single-scroll turbo that will generate 192 horsepower, 192 pound-feet of torque. And that's coupled with the CVT, the continuous variable transmission. But if you're lucky enough to get your hands on the 2-liter dual overhead, blah, 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 turbo engine, that'll generate 252 horsepower, 273 pound-feet of torque. And that's mated with an electronic push-button gear selector, 10-speed, with paddle shifters. And the great news is you can get both engines with the 6-speed manual transmission as well. And there's also a hybrid 2-motor vehicle coming out later on this year. You can obviously see that the wheelbase has been stretched about 2 inches this year, which equates to about 2 more inches of backseat legroom. And of course, the exterior styling, as you can tell, is a little shorter overall. And obviously, they have lowered the vehicle by 0.6 of an inch, and it's 0.4 of an inch wider. You can tell, right? Right. But yet you still have a lighter but more rigid body structure. And you also have a new chassis design throughout the vehicle. So they've really attacked it from a performance point of view. And you have your McPherson strut suspension in front, independent of course, with your multi-link rear suspension. Now, of course, in the front you can see the very upright, bold grille with an even bolder Honda logo chromed out up top. And you also have Honda Sense, the safety package, standard on all the models this year. And that's what this little sensor down here can help you with, as well as right next to the rear view mirror. Now, the entry-level Accord is the LX model. Then you have the Sport Edition. Then you can step up to the EX, the EXL, L standing for leather trim seating surfaces, EXL leather with navigation, and of course the top-of-the-line Touring Edition that we're looking at here. Plus the hybrid comes in the base hybrid and then it goes up to EX, EXL, etc., etc. Now, one of the things you'll note on the 1.5-liter engine that we have here is they'll all come with the active grille system. You've obviously seen that on other Hondas as well, where they will open up at lower speeds to allow more engine cooling and then close up at higher speeds to enhance the aerodynamics of the vehicle and the performance and a little bit better fuel efficiencies as well. Plus, as you look over here, you'll notice you have in the EX and above LED headlights, LED daytime running lights, LED fog lights, LED tail lights, and with the top-of-the-line Touring like we have here, LED high beams as well. One of the nice features you'll find on the Sport and the Touring editions, as well as those Accords with the 2.0-liter turbo engine in it, are these bright chromed exhaust finishers. All the other models, they're hidden exhaust. But they do look nice here, don't they? And even though it's a fastback design, it really does have a huge 16.7 cubic feet of cargo space worth the trunk. And you're tucked away, tools and emergency spare down there. Plus a 60/40 split folding rear seat to add even more useful cargo carrying capacity. Here's one of the smallest features on the 2018 Accord, which is the capless fuel filler door. Now here's a little tip for everyone, is once you finish filling the tank, leave the nozzle in for about 5 more seconds, because that'll allow the pressure inside to dissipate, and that way you don't pull it out too quick and get splattered with gas. Huh? See what you learn just by watching our videos. Now, as I mentioned earlier, the back seat is really where it's been nicely enhanced with 2 extra inches of legroom. Of course, I fit in most rear seats quite comfortably, but this will be nicer even for the taller folks. And as I understand it, even the armrests have been lengthened another 2 inches or so. Wow, looky here. Isn't this a nice place to hang out? I like it. Acceleration. When you need it most. It's there, even in the 1.5. You have smooth acceleration with the CVT. Probably one of the best CVTs out there. You have the availability of turning on the Econ mode. And when you do, by the way, the instrumentation glows green. Lets you know that you're being very environmentally friendly. And then you can hit sport mode and it glows red. And then it says, you're a maniac, yeah. And that's not happening now in this traffic, but you can do it. And of course you hit the sport again and you're back to normal. You're just average, everyday, normal driving, which is kind of what we're doing now. Oh, look, there's an older Honda Accord. Older car. You'll see a lot of older Accords, there's no doubt about it. I was talking to this one guy, he's had one that lasted 300,000 miles. I mean, it's one of the most reliable vehicles. And it's also fun to drive. Let's put it in sport. I like it in sport much better. It's like buying 3 cars in one. I mean, that's just a nice touch. And the paddle shifter, should you so desire. That's nice. I like it. Imagine what the 2.0 would do. And that 10-speed electronic automatic transmission, the push button, just like in the Acuras, but a 10-speed, that's amazing. In the Touring Edition I'm driving today, I have my 6-inch head-up display, which is really nice, crystal clear, see exactly how much over the speed limit you're going, and it helps you slow down to drive lawfully as we always do. Gives you all the information you need. Even your navigation, when you have a destination, it'll give you the turn-by-turn instructions. You have your speed-sensitive steering, of course. Tighter at higher speeds, looser at lower speeds. Beautiful leather wrap in this Touring Edition. You have such a beautiful interior design. It's just soft touch, pebbled surface across the front. I love the two-tone design. You have the faux wood with almost a raised wood grain there. You have the brushed aluminum accents surrounding you. You have all of your usual, Bluetooth connectivity, your multimedia interface display. You have a gorgeous 7-inch interface right here in the instrumentation cluster with an analog speedometer on the right and all the information you need on your left at your fingertips. The LX gets a 7-inch infotainment screen, but when you step up to the EX and above, you get the 8-inch screen. And of course, it is touch controlled there. You can glide through all of the apps. You even have an all apps button down here for your convenience. And then of course you have your physical buttons on the left and right for back system, home system, etc. And you have knobulation. Yeah, you have a volume and power knob for the stereo. Yeah, or you can tune it. Yeah. Okay, you have knobs. Thank you, Honda. Slide and glide, slide and glide. Go into Navi, touch control, zoom out, pinch it, zoom in, La la la. And as far as stereos are concerned, you have great stereo systems. You have in the LX 6 speakers, 160 watts. When you go to the Sport and the EX, you get 8 speakers, 180 watts. But when you go to the EXL and the Touring, you go to 10 speakers plus a subwoofer, 450 watts. I'm a great fan of the technology that Honda's provided, especially the Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, and the fact that you can turn this into a Wi-Fi hotspot with up to 7 devices. And as I understand, you can utilize those devices up to 50 feet away from the vehicle. And with the USB connectivity, you know, the 1.0 in the LX, but the 2.5 USB inputs in the EX and above, I think that's great. And this N on the dash indicates you have your near field communication, where you can take your cell phone and you can hold it up there and you can, you know, download your phone system automatically. You don't have to wire it in or do anything. And you can even send images to the infotainment system. So that's kind of nice as well. What do they think of next? Near field communication. Golly gosh. I need to turn around. Sorry. Ah! Sharp turn. Very nice responsiveness. That's the trouble I get into. I start talking about the car, I forget where I'm going. Sorry about that. Anyway, hey, this is a nice neighborhood. You want to drive down here? We can look at some houses. That one's for rent. The owner's the agent. The number is... No, I'm not going to tell you that. Ah! Tight turning radius, but not that tight. I really didn't know what I was doing. When you put it in reverse, you have your 3-view reverse camera with your guidelines, active guidelines, and you can adjust it, and you even have a straight down view so you can see what's beneath you. I like the wide view myself. Ba-boom. You also have the available Honda Link, and that's great to keep in contact with your car through your phone, as well as, you know, scheduling maintenance, locking, unlocking doors, keeping a tab on where your location is of the car. So it's something you might want to consider. Hey, look at this lake. Isn't it pretty? We were actually on the other side of the lake. I'm just giving you a tour of the lake. There it is. Wish I had a boat. Unfortunately, I don't have a boat, and I don't know how to sail. Now, besides the Honda Sense package, you also have available blind spot detection, like you see. Well, you can't see it, it's on the other side. You have cross-traffic detection, as well as driver awareness monitoring to keep you, you know, if you're alert, to warn you audibly and visually that you're driving a little drowsy. So that's a very nice thing. You have airbags surrounding you. You even have knee airbags, driver and passenger, to help keep you positioned just right. You have the ACE body construction, the advanced compatibility engineering, which Honda's known for excellent passenger protection. You have the dual diagonal braking system, quad disc brakes, ABS braking, electronic brake force distribution, all the usual safety stuff that you could hope for. Yeah. The seating is really comfortable for the driver and passenger, and of course you have the available 12-way power seat for the driver and 4-way adjustable for the passenger, as well as memory seating. And the seats can be heated front and back, as well as ventilated in the front. And of course the people in the back have that extra 2 inches of leg room, and you know, just they've got it all back there. USB connectivity, they'll be fine. And if you don't have people in the back, drop the 60/40 rear seats, use it for cargo. Hey, it's a versatile machine. What can I say? I bet this would be great on long trips. Put the adaptive cruise control on. You even have remote starting on the key fob, which I don't know where the key fob is. I don't know. It's in here somewhere. Somewhere. As long as you have it on you somewhere, you're good. Oh, and the moonroof. You have a moonroof. Ta-da! Push of a button. La la la. You even have a sunglass holder, huh? case it turns sunny again, which it was earlier today. La la. Boom. Bam. Okay, so people wonder, what are the pricings of these vehicles? What are the price ranges? The LX is going to run you about $23,500 and change, plus. And then you can go all the way up to the top of the line Touring, which is about $33,800, plus. So you have a wide variety of price points to suit just about anyone's budget. Now, it's true that Honda took away the V6 engine as well as the coupe this year, but they've given us something that we can definitely appreciate. The fastback design, the more luxurious interiors, the great fuel efficiency, technology, and safety. I think it's a great replacement, all in all. But you ought to check it out for yourself and, see if you agree. If you do, I'd love to hear from you in the comments section. If you don't, I'll still hear from you in the comments section. Love your comments. By the way, I want to thank you for hanging with us and watching our video. And I hope you enjoyed enough to share it with family and friends. And hope you subscribe.